Craigslist. The ads that are put up on Craigslist, they've already told you, hey, I'm motivated. But really, it's really simple. Don't overthink anything. Okay, just use Craigslist in the way that Craigslist is supposed to be used. Okay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a little bit, and I hope you guys are having a blessed 2024 so far. Today's video is all about the value of Craigslist. Craigslist. Let's jump right into the video. There is so much value in the stuff that we don't know that are out there for us. Key indication of a value is the way that you're able to leverage an opportunity. That's how you know there's a lot of value behind it. And Craigslist is a valuable resource when it comes to wholesaling real estate. That's a lot of how I was able to get my first couple deals when I started wholesaling. It isn't as hard as you think. So when you go on Craigslist, let's just talk a little bit background on Craigslist in general. You have to be very careful with Craigslist just because there's a lot of fraud in the age that we live in right now. There's a lot of fraud. Be very careful when you're contacting these sellers and owners and investors and whoever you may be contacting, depending on the ad that you see. So the resources that you find on Craigslist are validated. And then we'll jump into the tips and tricks of how I use Craigslist to get great deals off of it. Wholesaling real estate is very tricky, especially in the beginning, because you may not know the different avenues that you want to take part in. There's so many avenues in real estate, and you have to kind of know what is your niche. And I am making a video of how you can find a niche in wholesaling that will actually be able to make you so much more profit when you minimize what you're going after. But wholesaling itself has so many different avenues, and one you can actually leverage wholesaling and be able to find deals that are already found for you. That's the key to using Craigslist. Deals that are already found for you. You don't have to cold call. You don't have to door knock. You don't have to drive for dollars. You don't need to do any of that hard stuff. These deals are already motivated. These sellers, owners are already motivated. These other investors have already gotten deals and they're just asking for somebody to JV on it. It is so important that you actually know that going. That will help you in the long run. And foremost, once you get on Craigslist, in the search engine, put for sale by owner. Right then and there are your motivated sellers. The ads that are put up on Craigslist, they've already told you, hey, I'm motivated. I need to sell my property. It may be overpriced, it may not be, but when you know that they need to sell, they have put it on the market, it's a motivated seller already. So now your negotiation skills are the only thing that is separating between you and getting the deal. And sometimes the sellers could be hard-headed a little bit and kind of naive, thinking they're going to get a bigger price than they might actually get. But that's a conversation for a different day. Craigslist filters those lists for you. So if you can put on the search engine for sale by owner, now another way you can do it is use keywords such as distressed property, below market value houses, investment properties, wholesale, fixer-upper. All those are key words that you can type into the search engine after you put for sale by owner, or after you actually just delete for sale by owner and actually put these keywords in. You can also find good properties. This is enough. It's not just important that you know the keywords to search and know what to search in that engine, but also stop thinking that the moment you search something you should get a deal. So many people out there think that any kind of job in this world that you get, the moment you get into it, that you should have success right away. You have to be diligent and consistent at doing what you're doing to be able to see long-term gain and to actually get into actually see your success come into fruition. So when you check Craigslist, please check it daily, check it every day, make it in your follow-up system, make it in your system. So maybe 30 minutes of the day, you write down a time block in your calendar and in your phone, check Craigslist. In those 30 minutes, look for some deals. If you don't find, close that laptop and move on to your whatever other tasks you have for the day. But make sure you're consistent in actually looking, and that's how you will get deals. It's not every deal that you see on Craigslist that will be yours. So you have to be able to check it regularly and show up for yourself regularly to be able to get that outcome on the other side. Do see these houses, contact the seller. But as I mentioned prior, make sure you validate that this is a real listing. And how do you do that? You send the seller an email and you ask for a phone number. Speak to them over the phone before setting appointments, because now you could actually validate someone is on the other end and validate the house, ask questions about it, ask to see pictures, whatever you may do, that you can actually get to the root of this, that this is an actual house for sale. Because you just don't want to run into the problem of this was a fake listing. Okay, and it's really important to do your due diligence. A whole lot of time doing due diligence prior to even having the deal. Okay, because you're gonna just waste time, and then you're just gonna waste time on actually getting a deal. So make sure you just validate it quickly by sending an email, waiting for the email back, of course, and getting a phone number, reaching out, contacting, conversation with the seller, and then you can feel out, use your judgment, and see if that's actually for sale or not. Another way I use Craigslist to my benefit for my wholesaling business is I put up my own ads. So I make sure I put up my own ads. It is so important for you to also market yourself as a wholesaler or a flipper or a real estate investor, however you want to identify yourself as. But make sure you're putting yourself out there so other people can know too. And if sellers go up on there before they even put their house, maybe they see your ad and then they're like, oh, let me just contact her instead of putting it up first, see if she's interested, and then if she's not, then I'll put it up to see if anybody else is. It's so important for you to always be marketing yourself any way you can. So I use Craigslist to also put out my own ads. Doesn't mean you need to put a picture up of yourself. You could put a picture of a house you've wholesaled in the past, or a house, just a picture, and that will get the job done. And then also be very upfront with everyone that you talk to. So be very upfront. On the ad, say, I'm a flipper, I'm a wholesaler, whatever. But at least the seller or the investor, whoever you're going to be talking to on the other end, will know who they're dealing with. Your integrity matters. Whenever you do get anybody who reaches out to you, set an appointment. After you do your due diligence, set your appointment and make it happen. Guys, 2024 is the year for you to get your first wholesale deal or your 100th wholesale deal. It's so important just to be consistent, okay, in anything you do. And so one of the most important things with using Craigslist is just showing up to just see if there's any properties on the market, see if anybody's selling, see if you can market yourself. Show up and show up for yourself daily. I hope you guys are having a blessed 2024 so far. Please hit that like button, subscribe button, and leave me a comment down below if you guys don't want to see anything else, any other videos that you have concerns about. Comment. Okay, we can have a conversation in the comments. But really, it's really simple. Don't overthink anything. Okay, just use Craigslist in the way that Craigslist is supposed to be used. Rest of your day. God bless you. See you later.